West was the chance for adventure and romance, and a life that was not handed down, where the idealistic and the unrealistic could escape from rank and from renown, with the future unplanned, save for the hope of a land borderless and open and blessed. So men without fear gave up their kin and their career to rebuild themselves out in the West. And West was the break for the women to take and trade circumspection for a real chance. But hearts got broken when words unspoken were lost in this new circumstance. Some would return with the power to learn from a land without leisure and without rest. But this country was made by the women who stayed, for their strength was the heart of the West. The West was the seed of a pioneer breed who pushed beyond river and beyond range, to enter a scene both harsh and serene, and a future both savage and strange, where soft summer rains on wide open plains saw visions of great wealth impressed, and saw people despised for land that they prized. So bloodshed came to the West. Battle drums beat when different worlds meet, and deeds that few could condone. So West saw the blindness, West saw the fear and unkindness, and secrets untold and unshown. Bent to submission and herded into missions, those children were born to unrest, and a culture lost at a terrible cost that is still being borne by the West. But West was the space where respect earned its place, and men stuck to men as a creed, and those with the drive could prosper and thrive and take over title and deed. And then here was a land where great empires were planned and fortunes that few could have guessed. So bridges got burnt and some lessons went unlearnt as industry came out to the West. And then West was the story of power and of glory that the poets and the writers relayed, and men took to the track carrying their lives on their back to go to where the future was being made. And when there came a war, well, the West was the core of the spirit that we considered to be the best. And in far foreign fields, that concept was steeled as this nation was defined by the West. The West was the scene for seasons extreme, with plague and with drought and with flood, with paddocks so dry that they just blew to the sky, to fall elsewhere as mud. So with the banks undecided, the big stations divided, and the returning men claimed their meagre bequest. But most of them would lose out to the vermin and the drought, and the rest just blew away in the West, as West ran the courses of new market forces, while dreams were still finding their way, and schemes that were tried were more often denied, so some were unable to stay, and many small towns of respect and renown were lost, save for just a few dispossessed, who still laugh as their sons set over doubts and regret. That's how we laugh in the West. The West now is a trial of will and denial, and hopes that are shaken and shattered, and forgotten dreams that split at the seams, lie in hearts that are beaten and battered. But it still lives. It's in the song for the sacred and strong who cling to the will in their breast. who wait for their chance for adventure and romance that is still to be found out here in the West.